So one of the most interesting things startups must do, not should do, must do, is start networking way before they need to. Right. Imagine a conversation where a tech founder is talking to an investor, discussing ideas, etc., and is telling investor, well, I'm not even investment ready right now. I'm 2 years away from it. I'm 3 years away from it. But I want to talk to you, understand this. What kind of value would you see? Now, what this person would be doing is learning a lot from investors about what the investors look for, right? One. Two, this person would also be building a network with investors so that when this person is investment ready, he'll have a couple of people who'll at least give him a year. Right now, outside every investor shop, there's a huge queue of startups, right? And with the conversations around funding winters, I think that queue is going to get bigger, unfortunately, right? So right now, at this time, only the people who network unconventionally are going to succeed. Now, what is conventional networking? You work on your startup, you create a proof of concept, you create an MVP. When it is ready, you make a little bit of sale, you go to start an investor, you show that here is the proof, it works, would you like to invest? That's the conventional way. So if this is conventional, what is unconventional? Network way before. Talk to them, make a couple of investors your mentors. It's not easy. Investors have a lot of startups after them, but turn them into your mentors, maybe through informal conversations. Maybe whenever you meet them at the event, just give them an update. I used to do this going in my early years. I had people that I never called them my mentors, because if I say, hey, would you be my mentor? It creates pressure on people. So I never said, would you be my mentor? But they were. I would go meet them. I would have a cup of coffee with them, right? And I would sit down and say, this is happening, that's happening. They'll give me ideas, corporate, business, community, this, that, etc. We spoke about so many things, right? Building that community is the core, right? So I said earlier that number one, shift in perspective is so much important. That networking is not just when you need customers or when you need investments, right? This is going on. I have seen, Govind, that the most successful people out there network for something called scouting, right? Scouting is constantly looking for talent. They're not looking for customers. They're looking for talent who can bring customers. They're looking for talent who can run their company. They're looking for talent who can add value in their business. They're constantly doing that. They meet a customer, they're not excited. They meet somebody valuable, they get excited. Right? And this is something that we must learn from these people. Right? You build the right community around yourself, business will happen, investments will come. But if you're a startup founder and you're spending all the time in your office and you're not being out there enough, you're not building the right relationships, then when you're ready for investment, you'll be standing in a long queue. Right? So being at places where these investors come together, your co-founders come together, CTOs come together, whatever it is, right? Being in those communities is extremely important. Perhaps, and this is very interesting, from even before you actually start your business. Right. The stories that are there of the startup community, Govind, will take all day. I can share amazing stories with you. I've seen people go and meet investors only with an idea, right? Come across cities in a train, not have the money to take a train back, borrowing that money from the investor from the train back, not started the business, only with the idea, and built great empires from there. Right? Now, investors invest on people. We've heard this.
Yeah.
Right? They don't invest on ideas, right? But then what do founders go and sell? Do they sell themselves or do they sell the product?
Mostly the product or the startup.
And that's where the gap is. That's exactly where the gap is. Right? So we need to know that no matter who we are, no matter what we do, we are the product.